The Les Cheneaux Islands. It's only 17 miles away from Mackinac Island, and hardly anybody knows about it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful place. 36 islands, and mostly people with very nice cabins and cottages. Beautiful resort area for years and years, but hardly anybody knows about it. Anyway, that's where I grew up. We had a cottage. My mom inherited a cottage right in the middle of the Les Cheneaux Islands, amongst all these beautiful summer homes and all these beautiful islands. And so this very first story, this Mackinac Passage story, is a story about a boy. His name is Pete, but it's really me. And the kids that I met up in the Les Cheneaux Islands, Dan, Kate, and Eddie, were three friends, and they had summer homes that were just beautiful. They had speedboats and sailboats and all these things that I didn't have, but I lived real close to them. So eventually one day I met them. Pete is a real good fisherman, because that's what he did most of the time while he was up there at his cottage. And these other kids didn't really fish that much, so they wanted me to teach them how to fish. And of course I wanted to learn how to sail. Pete, of course, in the story gets a real dose of what it's like to be scared when you're sailing, because he almost got knocked into the brink by the boom on a sailboat. So that's one thing that I remember from being a kid that I put into these stories. So I have this story where the kids meet in the Les Cheneaux Islands, and then they go, they find something bad happening. Someone is counterfeiting money, and they think they know who the counterfeiter is that's making all these $20 bills in this story. So the kids go chasing after this bad guy, and they get themselves into some real trouble.